Hey, what's up, guys? Tyler and Austin back with our 6th episode of Super Mario After Party, where I didn't know we were doing an episode this soon, because right after our last episode, Austin was like, yo, the next episode we're doing is going to be focused on the Direct. And then before I even had that episode edited and uploaded, we got an announcement that, hey, Direct tomorrow. So we just got that Direct this morning. And, yeah, dude, thoughts right out the gate before we, go down the bullet pointed list I made. Because my girlfriend thinks I'm a nerd.
Who are you talking to?
You.
Tyler, you gotta wake up.
What? Don't do that to me.
I've been dead for 6 years. You're in that coma.
Thanks.
Dude, it was great. I like JRPGs. And I feel like this was a good Direct for some JRPGs.
I think what was very interesting is that at the end of the Princess Peach episode that we did, you were like, yo, I don't care if they just do ports for the rest of the Switch's life.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of new games. Lot of new games.
Yeah. Yeah. They've kept some shit under wraps, which is nice.
The thing I love about Directs, and I think it actually worked in its favor, of course, it's not like it's Nintendo's plan, but the longer they put something off, the less disappointed we can... I don't know. To me, that's how it is, because it'll only take, one good announcement.
Also, I mean, just, the thing... Because we got cheat sheets here.
Yeah.
The thing that's dope about it is, we got... I want to say, looking quickly, there's, maybe 3 that aren't coming out this year. 4, maybe. Yeah,
I was surprised with the Donkey Kong Country one. We can... We'll try to go in order, I guess. But what was, I remember we were texting before, during, and after this.
Dude, it sucks because, I wanted to text more, but I was watching it on my phone.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to keep, it wouldn't stay up.
Yeah, people kept coming in and bothering me, so I'd have to, pause it, rewind. And so, without spoiling anything, I texted you. I just said, best Direct ever.
Yeah. And
we'll go down the list, and I will let you decide which game that was announced that made me text that text. Okay, so it's always interesting to see what games they end it with and open it with.
Yeah.
I was a little bit late. I had to refresh, but the chat was still going. So people just kept saying Mario and Luigi, Mario and Luigi. And I've never played those games.
I haven't either.
Never? Aren't they only Game Boy ones? I saw it's been
I feel like they're
years.
Yeah, I feel like they're
out.
DS and portable ones.
And I don't know if it's any fault on the art choices, but when I got into it late, I thought it was a port. From the DS.
Yeah.
It's a little odd.
I mean, I think they just try to keep that design going where it's not what a weird way to describe this, but hyper realistic. Not that Mario ever is, there's a polish to Mario games.
Yes. Mine is if they made Mario and Luigi stick figures, but then had to sell them as plush toys. That's what the character... Because they're very, tall and skinny, but they do still have...
Yeah, I've watched it. I mean, not super pumped for it.
I think out of, all the recent Mario games that have been announced, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, Princess Peach, Luigi's Mansion...
This gives off Mario vs. Donkey Kong for me, where it looks interesting, but
that's the thing.
I don't see myself buying.
I'm more into Mario vs. Donkey Kong, because I know it's puzzles. I can pick it up, play it anytime, not really be bummed, because it's I know what I signed up for. This just looks like even Super Mario RPG, I never played that game, but I was I know I'm going to buy that.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this. There's some other bangers coming out this year.
So we got the Nintendo World Championships.
That I don't care enough about, because like Luigi's Mansion that we have further down, they just tossed that in because it's close. I know they've been talking about it.
Oh, have they? Okay, then that's why I look familiar. I know it's a thing, unless it's just this announcement, but I swear I've seen this in other iterations before. Like the fact that it says NES edition. But I think it is cool that you can compete with the actual record.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think that'd be cool for speedrunners. During this direct, because I was working, I was doing things intermittently of watching it. I was waiting till I could stop watching. Fairy Tail 2. Anything that looks like that, I kind of tune out.
Yeah, the thing that's awesome about that is I played the other one. And it wasn't an amazing turn-based game, but it was fun enough.
What was it on?
Switch.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So like this one, this also, I never finished the series, and this game, I think, tells the story of the final arc of it. So I'm just like, fuck it, as long as there's not like 4 other things that are coming out at the same time, I'll fucking buy it, beat it. Because in July, I think, they're doing the new anime starts of like a post fairy tale storyline.
That's why that sounds familiar.
So like if I'll probably watch that because like I know what happened, but
okay, I was wondering why that sounded like the title. Never seen the game, but like just until you mentioned it. Yeah, of course it's an anime.
Yeah, Fantasian.
What the hell is this,
dude? I'm looking forward to it because like when it was announced, like back because it was an Apple Arcade exclusive.
Oh.
But like the creator of Final Fantasy, and then like the fucking the composer for Final Fantasy, like all the coming together for this, it looks fucking interesting. But I've never wanted to. I don't like shit on my phone.
Yeah.
It either drains my battery or like I just don't process that I have this game on my phone.
My thing is if I'm gonna have like an app on my phone that's a game, it needs to feel like it only belongs on my phone. Like I just downloaded, like I was bored during a training the other day that didn't apply to me really, so I downloaded Wordscapes.
That's pretty fun.
Where it's just like, yeah, how many words can I make out of this word? I'm not gonna buy that on the Switch.
And like to use this term too that like you hear in video games is drop in, drop out. So it's kind of like what you said with Mario versus Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
you can pop in, do some shit, save it, and it's not like a big.
I feel like
that's an issue I have with the Splatoon games. I think they take so long to get started.
Yeah,
it's hard for me to just like. I've got 30 minutes. Let me go bust out some matches.
I remember your guys' big gripe with that game. I was so, like, ahead. But, like, you guys wanted the newer weapons, but didn't like the current weapons, and just didn't see the payoff in spending hours upon hours with weapons you don't like. I get it.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think that's, like, that's a big pull that Mario games have over a lot of others. Yeah. You can sit down and sink in hours and hours into them because you just like the small bursts of it.
Yeah.
Or you can just spend 5 minutes but still feel like you accomplished something.
Yeah. We got Switch Sports.
I never even touched golf. Wasn't that the last one?
Yeah. Yeah. The thing that's so interesting about it is it looks really fun.
That actually does.
And obviously some work has to go into it. But I just forget the game exists.
Dude, the
game's been out for like 2 years and we've gotten golf and now basketball.
I think they announced it with the intent of like, hey, but we got more games coming soon. Like, for what?
Yeah.
Yeah, when that came up, I was like, oh yeah, no. I was like, that's right, they are adding things.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck Mio is.
That looked really cool.
I don't think I saw it.
It looked like a Hollow Knight Ori Will of the Wisps game.
Okay, yeah.
Where you were
like the fucking light.
You were plugged into something. It looked like Avatar and Limbo. Well, like Avatar, how you plug yourself into like.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not a big indie guy.
Also, can we comment on? I wrote dates when they were coming out, except for one. I didn't see it, but like I love how some of these are winter 2024. And holiday 2024.
Yeah.
What the hell does that mean?
I have no clue.
Yeah. Okay. So here's our first available later today, the Disney Illusion Island. I saw that and I was like, I swear this came out already. And then it was just an update.
I'm like halfway through that game.
Yeah, I remember you were playing it.
It's fun.
I was really confused that they only announced it as just Disney Illusion Island until they said update.
Yeah. Hello Kitty.
Bro, they said I read something somewhere. They're just like, for all you Animal Crossing lovers.
That was the vibe.
It's like, really? I don't know how many Animal Crossing people love Hello Kitty.
Yeah, at first I thought it was like a Hello Kitty event type thing for Animal Crossing.
It looked like it. I honestly thought it was like I don't know if they have costumes or things like that.
Yeah.
But like that's what it looked like. But did you know that Hello Kitty's like the #1 toy franchise of all time?
Damn.
Like beating out Star Wars, Pokemon. I'm pretty sure it's #1. You ever watch those documentaries on Netflix, like the toys that made us, the movies that made us?
Nah.
Hello Kitty is up there.
Damn.
Dude.
Looney Tunes.
Wacky World. That looks cool. I'm not going to play it, but like...
It looked fun. It's such a, like, GameCube era game.
I'd like to believe that there is old, like, elderly people out there that are... They don't know it exists, but if they did, they'd be like, oh my god, Looney Tunes! Like, that's... Because you don't see them in video games often.
I feel like once that comes to the eShop for $10, I'll buy it.
It looked really cool, yeah. If they had a demo, I'd be like, I'd play it for an hour.
Yeah.
And then we have a free update for Among Us, which...
I've never played Among Us.
I have.
But those look like...
You gotta play them with the right people.
Yeah, but those new things look kind of like... It like actually changes the game.
It adds a new level, like the whole
like turning invisible, and the fact that he like killed him.
The placing tracker thing is interesting because you can walk by people all the time, and I think only you hear the sound if you're placing the tracker, but if you get a tracker placed on you, it made it seem like they didn't know.
Yeah.
So that really adds a whole like, I don't know, dude, Brian was with me in the other room and now he found me. It's really good, but like I know that like most games that came to the Switch last, but I wonder if like other people are getting this update.
I would assume so.
Yeah. No, I haven't heard of this one.
Farmagia.
I can't even tell you anything about it.
This is one where, like, I feel like if you liked RPGs...
Is that what it was? Okay.
It was that one where it's like, it looked like Pikmin. Where he was, like, straight up, like, planting monsters and then, like, growing them. And then he would, like, go out and send them out to fight. It gave off Pikmin vibes.
Was that the one, while I look real quickly down the list, was that the one where he had, like, he was running with a bunch of foxes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gave off, like, RPG Pikmin.
I saw in the comments that someone said, this is just Pal World. Or something like that.
I mean, Pal World's a lot of...
I never played.
I've always heard it's a Pokemon clone.
Yeah, because it's when you get a lot of creatures. Okay. Here's the most confusing one, I think.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. So, when did we get Tropical Freeze?
Long time, like...
So, Tropical Freeze...
If you vamp...
Donkey Kong Country Trop, because I love the Donkey Kong Country game, so I was all over this. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, I believe, came out in 2014 for the Wii U, which was a direct sequel to Donkey Kong Country Returns. They look alike. Tropical Freeze is a little bit, more polished, kind of better graphics because it went from the Wii to an HD console, the Wii U. But we already got Tropical Freeze, so to go backwards...
They just needed... It gave off, like...
I feel like it is because of what we said in the last podcast, where I think for the virtual... I'd put virtual console. I think people can't drop that term, but that's the Nintendo Switch online library or whatever. I think they're going to stop at GameCube.
Fucking May of 2018. I kind of forgot the year.
Yeah, that was...
I was like, May, dude.
Well, because I know that game came out in 2014, I believe, originally for the Wii U, so they waited 4 years. Donkey Kong Country Returns came out... I don't know, 2011?
Yeah, it said Wii.
Yeah, it's for the Wii. And so that's why it goes backwards. And it's, as I was saying, I think for the Nintendo Switch Online library, they're going to stop at GameCube.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that they port a Wii game. And I guess it does make sense that they ported a Wii U game because they're like, yo, this game was awesome, but 5 people played it.
Yeah, And now they need another Donkey Kong. They need something.
It would have been cool... And I'm just a sucker for cool bundles, but it would have been cool to have both of them now.
Yeah.
I swear to God, like, I know...
I mean, I'll get it.
I know this isn't a big you thing, but if they charge $60 for this game, when Tropical Freeze was so much better...
I've just come to terms with the fact that Nintendo's prices are always going to be Nintendo's prices. Like, I know it's shitty, and if I stop buying it, they'll stop doing it.
And especially because Tropical Freeze, you can play as Cranky, and they added Funky, and you can play as Dixie. You can't... That wasn't a thing in Country Returns, so I wonder if they're going to add anything like that.
I feel like I'm more excited for Country Returns than I was Tropical Freeze, but because I already have Tropical Freeze, I don't care. Because I love
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Country.
And
this looks more like
it's gonna
the
feel more
Donkey
like
Kong Country that I remember, as opposed to like a new age.
Because they're doing that whole returns thing.
That was my phone.
Their whole returns thing was the same as when they took a big gap and then gave us new Super Mario Brothers. So it's just like, oh,
I'm here.
I like how this looks, but it's more modern and it's cleaned and polished. Okay, so
dude, fucking Dragon Quest.
You're 100. I don't play those games, but I know the name. When your character gets brought into Smash, yeah, you're a big deal.
Dude, Dragon Quest is one of those ones where, like, I've only ever played one of them, but they've been around. It's like this, Final Fantasy, and like the Ys games.
Yeah.
And Final Fantasy just always took that. But the thing that's dope about it, that like I'm glad they did, is I think they said it was like 4 years ago, they revealed this game. They were like, hey, we're doing an HD 2D remake. So it's basically, you know, they were like...
So was it originally in 3D?
No. But what they did is... So they basically, because it's like... it was originally like 16-bit or whatever. But instead of remaking it into like something super crazy.
Like how they went from Link's Awakening to Link's Awakening.
Yeah, they were just like, we're going to basically do it almost like Octopath Traveler and shit. That like little enhanced but doesn't take away.
Gotcha.
But then it's been like radio silent until like a month ago at Dragon Quest Day. Jeez. They were like, hey, coming soon. And everybody was pissed off that it's been like 4 years.
See that?
But then to drop, oh, it's been taking us so long because we decided we're going to give you all 3 of them.
And it's interesting. So it kind of just backtracks and negates my whole Donkey Kong Country complaint. Or not complaint, but just why would they give us the newer one first and then wait for the older one? Here we got 3 coming out this year.
They explained it in the direct.
Of just... Yeah, I don't know.
Well, because like 1 and 2 came out, and then when they gave us 3, it was a prequel to 1 and 2. So technically, the proper like timeline
is
3,
1, 2.
Is 3, 1, 2.
Okay, then yeah.
So that's why they're like, because I thought the same thing. I was like, why are we getting 3? And then in the thing, he was just like, I hope you're excited to experience this prequel. So then you can play it in the proper order of 3, 1, 2.
Yeah, I think probably not me, but I guarantee a lot of people are happy about those games because there's like what,
dude,
double digits of them.
Yeah, the most. They're working on 12 currently.
Yeah, I was like, I think 11.
But I think it's like 1 through 5 or 1 through 6 are on the eShop.
Oh damn, okay.
But like I don't like certain RPGs, they just didn't age well.
Okay,
and it's one of them. But like enhancing it, I'm here for.
Gotcha. So this game, the Funko Fusion, like I was like, oh damn, I want to play it, but like I don't want to.
This is a game.
I just like all the moment I saw, like it opened with Jaws.
Yeah.
And you saw Back to the Future. I'm like, oh, there's so many things. And then at one point they're just like, yeah, that even like a child could play. And fucking Chucky's walking around. I'm like, oh, don't tell me.
It gives off Lego vibes.
I was 100% gonna say that.
And this could just be me. Like a Funko game, I think this has been way too late. Because, like, Funko's obviously still fucking killing it sales-wise.
Yeah.
But I feel like if they had dropped this, like, 6 or 7 years ago, I'd be a little more excited.
Yeah, because wasn't it, like, last year?
It just feels so awkward that it's like, hey, you know how Funko's been huge for, like, 15 years? We're now getting a game. Like, you think they would have banked on this forever ago.
Not necessarily, because it wasn't until recently when they started branching out. And so now we got like Funko t-shirts, Funko cereal.
Yeah.
You got like the Funko enamel pins. You got these, like I got a Stan Lee one where it's like a backdrop, a box, like a cereal box
yeah,
high.
They do. Yeah, they
and now they're coming out with like the huge ones, the mini ones.
Dude, there's this one that a couple of them are at the comic shop. So like in Naruto, the leader of the Leaf Village is called the Hokage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's basically like a Mount Rushmore type thing that has like carved into it are the faces of the Hokage.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
So there's a set where it's got each Hokage, like, you buy the first Hokage, and it's got him, but then it also has his part of the Mount Rushmore is what I'll call it. So you can get, I think there's like 7 or 8 of them, and have this big fucking display of it, which I think is super dope.
Avengers did one with the shawarma scene.
Oh, did they?
They have all of them at their tables, but you can buy them all and put them together. And now they're doing like the art series. They're doing like the blacklight Funko ones.
Yeah.
And I think it was only last year that we started seeing the Funkoverse board games or something.
Yeah.
So I think this is kind of good timing.
Well, I think all of it is late.
But like, why skip Funko? Or why skip Amiibo? Like, yeah, and you got the Funko fucking Aquaman t-shirt, but like...
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that they're skipping, like, it's a Toys to Life thing, and they're just doing a video game.
Yeah.
But it's like, you have actual toy figures called Amiibo, and you've done video games before, so it's just weird that we're doing it with Funko, but not, like, actual, I don't know, all the Nintendo... it's just...
the thing, I will say, though, is, like, we compared this to Lego. This looks infinitely more fun to me than Lego. I like the Lego games; they're fun. But this just looks super fucking fun.
This seems free for all.
Yeah, like, not sure. Like, I like that it's like, hey man, there's 60 playable characters.
Oh, see, I thought I heard 40.
I think 60.
Well, that's still fine.
And then it's like 20 or so different levels. I think that sounds interesting.
Yeah, it definitely seems. I'd love playing around with, if you can interact all the different ones, fucking Jaws and back to just all of them.
Yeah. That's the thing, is like I think that'll make this game better.
Yeah.
Will be like, what characters are they implementing, and like what worlds are we going to?
And it's funny because I know neither of us are gonna buy it.
No.
But I like that it exists.
It looks super fun.
Yeah.
It's like anytime a new Lego, which I mean we'll cover later down the list.
Do they have a Lego game coming out? Oh, yeah. They do. Okay. Yeah.
Which is crazy because that's a fucking PlayStation game. Horizon.
I kind of like that they did this for Luigi's Mansion 2. They only announced it because they were doing like scary, spooky games.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know the following game. Oh, I guess I kind of do.
That new... So Luigi's Mansion 2 comes out in what, 9 days?
Yeah. I saw...
That looks... I mean...
You go to like 5 different mansions. It looks really cool.
You're like...
I think I might actually like it more than 3.
I think I remember I looked this up when we were talking last time, where it was like, you're looking for like 5 pieces of the Dark Moon or whatever.
And from each mansion.
Yeah, and you need to go to a mansion. So that's cool. I like the mixing up. The hotel was fun in 3.
I think I'm going to like this one more than 3. I think 3 focused a lot on how it looked rather than how it played.
It looked so good.
But this one, I feel like for a 3DS game, you pay attention to how much fun the game is rather than how it looks. And that's what I like. And plus, is cool, but I don't need Gooigi again.
Dude, yeah, that was...
I don't need it.
I forgot about Gooigi.
Mm-hmm.
God, I did not like that.
It was just... I felt like you had to stop what you were doing.
Yeah.
To turn it. It just felt slow. That would have been really cool if they had a separate multiplayer mode, and that's where he was introduced, and you needed a second person to operate Gooigi, but not in the main story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can bust out these next ones real fucking quick.
Okay, so the new Denpa Men. What?
I don't know.
It looked like, I think people, I mean, in the chat, everyone was saying Tamagotchi Life, but that's what looked like it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Have you ever played that game?
No.
Tamagotchi
They
Life?
just don't look...
Why was everyone wanting that game?
Yeah.
That was blowing up more than Silksong.
Yeah. Metal Slug Attack Reloaded. I mean, dropping today. I always like when they do that.
I think we've seen it mentioned before.
I mean, the Metal Slug games, they've never been for me.
Heard of them? Couldn't tell you anything about them.
Yeah, I'm not a big tactical girl.
This one looked really cool. What'd you say?
I'm not a big tactical girl.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Darkest Dungeon 2, I never played the first one.
It looked really cool.
I don't know if I could play them. But aesthetics and everything look fucking great.
It made me want it to, because at one point I saw Mask. For a split second, maybe it's just because we just got done watching the Funko part, I thought it was Jason.
Yeah.
It made me want them to be like the actual horror character, but they do that shit.
Yeah.
And then This I knew you were really excited for.
Yeah, so I mean, I also like that. I think this is the first time, I could be wrong, that they're like adding it to our Nintendo 64 mature 17 plus.
Oh, you skipped the...
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get to that in more sets, but like that was a cool thing that I noticed.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't know
I
if they
swear
did that
I've
before.
never heard of that, but the way they announced it made it seem like it's just always been there.
Yeah, like when GoldenEye dropped or something, which could be wrong.
I thought they were gonna do Conker's Bad Fur Day instead of Perfect Dark.
That would have been...
But the moment I realized that it didn't look like Conker's Bad Fur Day, I was like, it's Perfect Dark.
Dude.
Never played, but
Perfect
I know.
Perfect Dark is smart, because what is it? I think next year we're getting the new one on Xbox.
Couldn't tell you.
But the thing that I'm liking about it is that they go, hey man, here's this Nintendo 64 Perfect Dark game, right? We're giving it to you. Online multiplayer is fucking crazy.
That looked really cool.
That you took something from like 1995 and gave it online.
Yeah.
And then Metroid Zero Mission. I'm not a big Metroid fan. It's just I could play the Metroid Prime like 3D ones. Mm-hmm. I'm just not good at them.
I think it makes sense that we got a Metroid game.
Yeah.
Because that existed back in those days. They're not common anymore. So if we're going to get like, we'll get Zeldas back when they were making them all the fucking time.
Right.
Metroids, yeah.
And then...
Okay, is this really the title of it? A Link to the Past 4 Swords?
So what it is, it's two games.
That's what I thought.
It's A Link to the Past / 4 Swords.
No, they didn't write that in the official...
The thing that I'm pumped about is, like, one, A Link to the Past is already on...
Yeah.
Already on fucking the Super Nintendo Virtual Console.
Okay, yeah.
But this 4 Swords, I played it on my DS because it's like the original 4 Swords. Super pumped to play it because it's multiplayer. But there's like these 2 super hard dungeons that you have to do. That you don't have to do them, but you do them. I fucking had to do that solo. And because like nobody at the time was like playing it online on the DS. So I'm fucking pumped that like, bless you. I'm pumped that I can play with people. Because like that's like, even when I look back at like 4 Swords Adventures on GameCube, like I have a lot of fun solo with them. But like if I could sit there and play with other people, and I've always wanted to play 4 Swords with more than one person, I've never been able to. So that's pretty dope.
All right. I'm surprised we still haven't gotten Spirit Tracks or the Oracle. Like, just those games seem super small.
I know we're going to talk about it, but Echoes of Wisdom, the new Zelda, 100% thought that was about to be the Oracle games.
That's what I thought it was going to be a port, because you're more familiar with that shit, but I'm like, oh, last time I've seen this Zelda, or is this the only time? Was for the Link's Awakening DX, whatever the HD, the one we just got.
For this art style?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the only one that has that art style? So yeah, I was like, there's no way they would make a new game like this.
Well, yeah, and because like Oracle of Seasons and Ages are basically taking the exact same system that Link's Awakening was and making some, kind of like how like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask were like the same engine. And I would pay $100 for a double pack
100%
of Oracle Seasons and Ages so that I can like, because like you beat one and then you get a code to put into the next game to be it. And once you beat that, you can do like the final fight.
Would you want them remade, or would you want them like kind of just the original polished, upgraded?
If they're
upscaled.
If you're gonna do them, I would like them in that new Link's Awakening.
Fuck yeah.
Because, like, they're on the Virtual Console.
Oh, okay.
But, like, having that same art style and getting us kind of, like, an upgraded, that'd be fucking sweet.
I think that'd be awesome.
All right, what are we up to? Phantom Brave.
I don't even know what that was.
I'm not a tactical
That's what it... Okay.
Yeah, that was that one where it was, like, that girl can, like, see phantoms. And it was, like, you can put your phantom, like, in a cannon. And then use that...
Oh, yeah, the Phantom Cannon. Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, it looked super polished, and if I like tactical RPGs, it'd be a day one.
I think that one I was doing something during. I don't remember it. I remember the title, because I was scrubbing through.
It looked fun, though.
I was scrubbing through while I was making this list just to get the release dates.
That's just not for me.
Which is interesting, because that's, like, one of 4.
Yeah, like I said, it's only
5, 6, 7. One of 7 games that we're getting in 2025.
Yeah, out of 32.
Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, yeah, if you include like the bundles.
Oh, well,
this next one, this looks cool. I'm not gonna play it, but I feel like you did when you were younger.
This is the fucking Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics
with fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 games. Like,
yeah,
that's solid.
I'm not good at those games. I'm
okay.
not good at like, because it gives off, because it was Capcom. It does like similar fighting style to like Street Fighter, and I suck at Street Fighter. It's very technical. But like,
or even like X-Men versus Street Fighter.
Anytime you do something like that, that to me is just like, I'm so pumped for people.
Yeah,
because there was the
Cowabunga collection.
The Cowabunga collection. There was the SNK collection.
Those
and to a lot of people.
Isn't that what Terry's from?
Yeah,
I thought he was from Neo Geo.
But like, to a lot of people, Marvel vs. Capcom is huge now.
Yeah.
And like, I know that you put a $50 price tag and you get, fucking 6 or 7 games. These collections, I think, are fire. Yeah. Because you don't need to do anything to them. They add some online to it again. That's awesome.
I can't remember what it was, but the Punisher was getting like an exclusive mode.
Oh, that was his own game.
Yeah, well, no, the Punisher is his own game, but it had like some multiplayer something that you could only do in the Punisher game.
Dope.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
I mean, I won't get it, but pumped as fuck for people that
100%
that do.
That's a handful. Like, other than that Hello Kitty crap, this didn't have like that. Who are they making these games for? Like the Fashion Party or that stupid trombone game or anything like that. This was like. They put some substance in this.
Here we go.
And here we go, dude. The moment whoever introduced, I don't know if it was Toad or some new character, I was just so hyped when they're just like, welcome to a bigger, bolder adventure. I was sold.
Oh, dude, it was crazy because like I didn't even process Mario Party when I saw, was that Kamek,
yeah.
When he pulled up, I was like, oh shit, we're getting something else that's Mario. And then it was like, I heard them say that, and I was like, oh shit, this is like... And then, I mean, the boards look bigger.
Dude, did you see how many? Bro. So you know how our favorite game is Mario Party 8, like with the boards?
Yeah.
There's 6. This game has 5, and then they're bringing back 2 original from the Nintendo 64 that we haven't played yet. We're about to have 7 fucking boards.
Yeah. And I feel like if they're starting off by going, hey man, here are these 2 old boards, what's stopping them from adding more?
And Super Mario Party was perfect. They took a step back with Mario Party Superstars.
I didn't
care about the boards.
Yeah, I preferred the boards and Superstars.
I prefer playing, as of right now, Superstars over Super Mario Party. But Super Mario Party was just like the perfect foundation for new Paper Mario, Mario Party games.
And it's like not even just these new boards, it's like how these new boards are played.
Dude, the one where you're on race cars?
Dude, you're on race cars and it's like you get 4 blocks and it's like you can go up to 40 fucking spaces.
Like these are gonna be huge.
Yeah, it looks sick. The mall looks crazy.
Yeah.
And there's like, oh, we're gonna do a flash sale on these stars. Which there's like clouds and shit. Like,
which means you probably like they might have like, oh, star is here. But if you stop by the mall, you might be able to buy it. It's just, dude.
Yeah.
This looks like I would like to play like 50 turns of these because the boards are so huge and it looks like so much can happen. So that was the game.
Oh yeah.
Where I texted you best right because I'm a loser. I've taken off work to play a new Mario Party game. I think the last time I did that. Which game has the river one in it?
That was
is that Super Mario? So the first one that came for the Switch. Yeah, I took a day off of work and I played that for like 5 hours by myself. It was fun.
See, dude, and then you have 110 mini games.
Dude,
let's go.
One of them in the past came with 70. It was probably like Mario Party 2 or 3. They typically come with 80. And then a lot of them were like, oh, we're taking old games and this and that. 110. And did you see that they have this new mode where you can play up to 20 people online?
Yeah.
It looked like some Fall Guys shit.
Yeah.
Bro. And then they said more modes. And that was like while they were showing like some parachuting, flying through the air in a boat thing. I'm like, dude, I am so here for it. And I had fun playing it by myself, and that was before I even knew there were achievements. Where it's like, hey, make sure you take every path in the river raft mode or whatever it was called.
So, Mario Party Superstars has 100 Mario Party games.
Damn.
Yeah.
But that's also, they have their whole catalog to choose from.
Yeah.
So yeah, we still got even more here. I'm really glad they're just giving us this and not DLC. Like, I've wanted DLC, but had I had the choice, just give us a new one.
Yeah.
And then, here we go.
Dude, the amount of hype I was when I realized what was going on.
Yeah.
And then I called you being able to beat Zelda. I was like, one, I was pumped. And then when fucking like Link is starting to like get sucked into that rift thing and he pulls out his bow and he frees Zelda, I was like, oh shit, she's now gonna have to save him. Was not ready for the scope of this game.
Dude, like, I love...
And the fact that this isn't like a spinoff. They're like, here is the next installment in the Legend of Zelda series.
They took inspiration from Tears of the Kingdom because of her crafting stuff.
Dude.
The guy's like, I don't even know how many echoes you can make in the game.
The fact that, like, that excites me, but it's also like, I'm like, oh, fuck.
Because you can play, once again, haven't played it yet, you can play as Zelda in Tears of the Kingdom, right?
No.
No. And I know everyone was thinking that in the trailer.
This I think is technically the second time we've gotten to play as Zelda, but this will be the first time where it's only Zelda. Because in Spirit Track, she's like a ghost.
Okay.
And you can send her like into these phantoms and then control the phantom. But technically, like...
Okay. See,
they're doing the fucking Link's Awakening art style.
Dude.
And it's so crazy because it's like, all I'm going to be doing is getting echoes of shit. And because it's like, oh, I needed to cross this river, and this bitch was like, here's a bed. And while she's she's using it, you could rest.
What?
Like when she like used she like used one and then she like jumped on it to like get higher. And fucking, it was like press A to rest.
I might have to. I remember I got really hyped, and this was just because I kind of wanted everything. I wanted to try so many different games on the Switch. But I remember I got really hyped when I saw like the Chain Chomps in Link's Awakening.
Yeah.
And you're just like, hey, Tyler, it looks pretty, but... Oh, no, I think it was David that said that.
Dude,
he's like, it looks good, but you're not going to want to play it. And then I remember watching you play, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm glad I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
But like, I'm glad I could watch it. This one just looks fun.
Dude, and the fact that it's not just... It's like, hey... She can, you can summon monsters to fight. It's like dope. And then it was like she could copy like the echo. She could get like water. So she did like 4 of them and then swam up it to get to a higher cliff.
That is so cool.
Like that's just fucking wild to me.
And I gotta
I'm excited to see where it goes.
I gotta give props to whoever like directed this direct or like just chose the order. Because... The minute that was on, I was like, oh, cool. What game are they porting now? What are they remaking?
Yeah.
Because it's like they already mentioned a port of an old Zelda game. And at this point, do you think more games have been ported or remade than not? Or do you still think we have more?
I still think there's plenty.
That's why I'm just like, cool. They have plenty of more games. Plenty of more. Why do I always say that? They have plenty more games to bring. So we already got a port of Zelda. So I'm watching this and I'm thinking it's a port. And then it just followed a new Nintendo game. So I'm like, we're not getting 2 new games in a row.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know it was a new Zelda game until the title popped up and it said Echoes of Wisdom.
I also love that name.
That is really cool.
Dude, the thing that gets me though is it's like you have Echoes of Wisdom, but now part of me is like, can I get Courage and Power?
Ooh.
Can fucking do that, please?
Well, what if this is a trilogy?
I'd be down for it.
Dude, it'd be so cool to play a game where you're Ganon.
Dude, I'm down. The thing that's so cool about this game, too, is, like, people are already trying to find out where it is in the timeline.
of course.
Because people think the map looks a lot like A Link to the Past and stuff. But she goes to see... There's like Gerudo in this trailer, and they weren't in that.
There's like 5 people working at Nintendo who know the timeline. That's it.
All right. Just Dance.
Oh. The light.
Oh, dude, yeah.
That was really cool.
I'm probably going to buy it.
I'm surprised.
Strictly for collectors.
I'm actually surprised they don't do more of those.
Dude, I don't get... Like, when I look at shit...
I don't need new OLEDs, but lights are cool.
Dude, the fact that, like, even the OLEDs, like... What are they... Like, I feel like there's this market there. Where it was like, we're not getting special editions.
If you can still...
this has bugged me since the Wii. Where the fuck are all the colors?
Yeah, if you're still selling amiibo figures that really don't do anything in games anymore, that means people are just buying products just to look at them.
Yeah.
Or like when they made the fucking Mario and the Zelda Game & Watches.
Yeah, it came... I don't know, I don't think the Mario one did. But the fucking Zelda one came with a display.
Yeah.
Like a box that... I feel like I remember people saying the Mario one didn't have it. Fuck
yeah. Yeah. It's like, people aren't playing these. There's a million ways to play Super Mario Bros. But I bought them, especially because they were limited. And then, I'm not a big Zelda fan, but like, the fact that I already had this one, I was like, I need to play. I need to own.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. Like, if they made a Pikmin light, I'd probably buy it just to have it on a shelf, because who needs money?
Well, like, that's the thing. Like... I don't know. I feel like they just sitting on shit. And we can bust through a couple of...
We can skip Just Dance. It actually looks...
Just Dance is... Just Dance to me is... Weird comparison people might not like. It's just like Madden and shit.
Mm.
Because it's like when a new Madden comes out, I'm not a big sports guy.
Yeah.
And it's basically the same game with more to it.
You're going to have more players, more updated players. This has updated songs. One thing that is interesting...
That's it to me.
I don't know, and we don't have to look this up. I don't know when Just Dance first came about, but they finally introduced a mode where the choreography changed in the song depending on a difficulty.
That's pretty dope.
So it's not like, I gotta play this song, but it's 4 stars, because I just played it with Ashley's niece, and it is like, if you want this song, but it's 4 stars, and I'm like, all right, it's cool, because before Ring Fit, a big thing, people were like, if you want to actually work out,
yeah,
they have workout modes, and I'm like, yeah, it's actually, yeah. And then here I'd never heard of this.
So, Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon something are like fucking huge PlayStation games.
I feel like I've heard of this
Zero
Dawn one.
Horizon, the first one came out a month before the Switch dropped.
Oh, I think I'm thinking, isn't there like a Forza Horizons?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
But this is like you fight these big like robotic dinosaurs and shit.
That sounds cool.
And there's like a lot to it. People were really upset when the second one came out because they thought they made the main character like ugly, and people are very into.
Are you talking about like non-Lego version?
Yeah, non-Lego version. But like they just announced this at like the Sony State of Play. So I think it's cool that like even though it's Lego and it's a Sony property, that they're like, hey, it's a Lego, it's coming to Switch. So I think that's pretty cool.
My feelings with Lego
Same thing
games,
with Stray.
My feelings with Lego games are kind of weird, because like I own like Marvel Superheroes, and I think Marvel Superheroes 2, and maybe another like the Star Wars Saga, and then the Harry Potter ones, but like I don't like playing them, but like I just liked having them. It's weird.
I played the Pirates of the Caribbean one, like
I did
a few hours of it with Ryby. It was fun.
I think I made it probably through the first movie.
Yeah.
And that's it. I think I beat all of Indiana Jones on the DS, but yeah, let's move on to something I never thought of. Because Stray looked so good.
Yeah.
Is it a PlayStation exclusive, or was it both?
It was a PlayStation exclusive, but then it came to Xbox, and now it's coming to Switch.
I only knew it until now to be on PlayStation. And so because it looked so good and it was for PS5, I didn't even think that it would come to Switch.
Yeah.
So then when I saw it, I'm like, yo, let's fucking go.
No, dude, that's super.
I'm
here for that.
Ashley, I feel like I'm going to get her to play this Tales of the Shire.
Dude, it's this thing that sucks for me. And I know it's kind of the same when you look at these like JRPGs. I'm not a big farming simulator fan or like life simulator.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm like, man, I would love a Lord of the Rings game.
A game like this comes out and it kind of makes you wish you were into the like.
Yeah.
I so badly wanted to enjoy Animal Crossing with everybody.
Yeah.
But I'm like, not my genre. But like,
dude, being a hobbit in the Shire, that just sounds dope.
And then
if I could get into the gameplay,
it's like, why the fuck didn't this exist like forever ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever play these?
I've never played Ace Attorney.
I watched
David's a big fan.
It's cool.
I've always wanted to play one, but it's also not really for me.
I don't like having to think about stuff. I'd be a terrible detective. I just like that the Switch keeps coming out with ports and collections.
Oh, dude, I'm all for collections.
Give us all these old games.
Yeah. And then the 100-line Last Defense Academy.
This was interesting. So it's funny that you watch on the phone. I watched the direct on the computer with the chat going. So even I wanted to mention this earlier, when Link disappeared, everyone in the comments started going, Zelda, ? Zelda? Wait, you can play as Zelda? And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And so people for this just kept saying Danganronpa. And I'm like, no, I've seen that game. It's not the bear. It's not Monokuma yet. But then it's like from the makers of. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. It's kind of cool.
I mean,
like good for them.
This is another one. Looks interesting.
Yeah.
But it's like tactical.
Oh, well, the moment they introduced the tactical part, I was like, oh, they probably just shit on a lot of people's hopes.
Get
them excited for this game. It's like when like Bethesda or like when we're watching like the Xbox showcase and they have this awesome fucking game, but it's like some mobile card game.
Yeah.
It's like, thanks for doing that with my IP.
That's how I felt with where the fuck was that game? Phantom Brave. It looked super interesting, and I was down for it, and then it showed that it was tactical, and I'm like, not for me.
Yeah. And then I probably know the least about this. Romancing Saga 2.
I have only ever heard of these games by name. Never played them, but that looked cool.
All it did was make me remember that I need to watch like the first 2 episodes of The Boys.
Yeah.
Because, Revenge of the Seven just sounds like one of their made-up movies.
But, dude, I like that concept of the storyline where it's just like, hey, man, you know those 7 legendary heroes? Like, they've gone dark. And it's like, oh, shit, fuck yeah.
I think 7's a very common, like, hey, each chapter of this game is going to be one of the 7 eventually, you know? Yeah. And we just played Paper Mario, 1,000 Year Door, and it's 7, and yeah. And then, bro.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
I'm happy for a lot of people.
Me too.
Cool that we got a subtitle.
Yeah. I'm glad we got gameplay.
I'm psyched. And bro, even the non-gameplay stuff, which it wasn't like generated or like fake cinematic, I could tell it was in-game.
Yeah.
It looks fucking good.
Well, dude, and that's the thing.
Her movements are fluid.
That's what I felt so bad for Metroid fans. Because, like, they were, like, in the middle of development. And then it came, like, I guess it got to a point where they were just like, yo, this sucks. They were like, Metroid Prime, was it Corruption?
I don't know.
Or the other M. One of those was fucking garbage.
I didn't know they had subtitles.
The other M.
I thought it was just Prime and then 2, 3. And...
So, like...
I don't like when franchises
They were like, we really... I don't mind it if there's a number and then a title. Or if they all just have titles. Like Metroid Dread. Metroid Prime Dread. Fusion. But it was like Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Metroid Prime 3 Corruption.
See, that's fine when they're... I don't need, like... I'm trying to think of something that does it. But I can't.
But, like... Yeah, they were, like, in the middle of development. And then they made the announcement. And they were just like, hey, we're scrapping fucking everything. They're like, we're sorry. Everything we've worked on has been shit, and this game needs to be incredible when it comes out. And instead of just going, hey, Metroid Prime Beyond in 2025, they were like, here's fucking gameplay of it.
You know what's interesting? Okay, so it says 2025.
Yeah.
I'm glad, I mean...
Which means it could come to Switch too.
Yeah, it probably will. That's probably why it looks so fucking good. I still don't think they would do holiday 2025.
No.
But, like, now that I'm looking at this list, we still don't have a holiday game. Even these ones, the only ones that say holiday 2024, this Fantasian, Neo Dimension.
Yeah.
We got the Lego Horizon Adventures. You got the Tales of the Shire, Lord of the Rings game. And that's it. So I still think we might get another Direct in, like, September or something. Because there's nothing. What's the biggest thing on here besides that Zelda? Oh, well, you think September 26th will hold people over?
Well, we got that, and then we got Super Mario Party.
Yeah, and that's October 17th.
We've got...
They always come out in October, I think.
I mean, Donkey Kong in January. The thing is, though,
I'm surprised that's taken so long.
This is essentially the last full Switch Direct I think we're gonna get.
You think the next thing is gonna be hardware?
I think I think we're gonna get games and stuff, but I think the new hardware is gonna be announced, and then we're gonna start seeing maybe we'll get a release date. Like, let's say it's September, October. We get the new Direct, and they go, "Hey, it's called the Switch 2. And, here's footage of Metroid Prime 4, and it's coming to both. Here's a release date."
They're going to be like, Metroid Prime 4 releasing this date with the Switch 2. Yeah. And then
it could be launched like Breath of the Wild was.
Yeah, they might show off, some other games, but just show them off with basically what they did with the Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
They never went here's a new Mario game. They said, nah, if you paid attention, you saw a new Mario game. Yeah. You may not even known it. So, what was your biggest takeaway? What was your hype game?
I mean, Echoes of Wisdom. So Zelda's always going to be up there.
Mine was, of course, Mario Party.
Yeah, Mario Party, close second.
And what else
Metroid Prime 4 just looked I need to beat 1.
It looked really good. There was another one where I was actually really happy about.
Oh, and Dragon Quest.
Okay. Them
announcing 1 and 2. I wish they were all releasing at the same time, but that would be hard for me to play them all. So I'm glad that they were dude, and the way they fucking revealed that was so awesome, because it was Dragon Quest 3, and it was that watercolor, and then it just expanded and added on the other 2, and it was and 1 and 2 HD 2D remakes coming in 2025. Yeah. It's that's fucking sick, dude.
I think my favorite games here, it peaked at Mario Party, and then I think Stray was just such a pleasant... I wanted the PlayStation for that game in a small handful of others.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to be able to play that one.
I mean, it's more... more 64, more Game Boy. I'm probably going to update it so I can do this 4 Swords and see what's up.
What were you surprised not to see on this? I thought we were going to get GameCube, but the mature 17 games, I was like, that makes up for it. That's kind of cool. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Super Mario Party surprised the shit out of me. It might be either Fairy Tale or Echoes of Wisdom, because it was I even told you, dude, there's something Zelda related. It's gotta happen.
Yeah.
But I was expecting, everyone has been for 5 years, the Wind Waker, Twilight Princess ports.
Oh my god, the chat would not show
or something. I was not... I don't think I could have... If you would have been hey, what Zelda do you think we're gonna see? Being a new installment where we play as Zelda would never have... I wouldn't have popped up. I would have been it'd be cool.
Yeah.
But, that was super dope. The Dragon Quest 1 and 2. Donkey Kong Country, probably 2. That surprised me we already talked about earlier.
That's basically
they said, here's this Wii game. I was oh, okay.
That one friend that shows up to the party you forget about, but you're yeah, come sit with us. That's whatever.
Fucking Fairy Tale. That is, like I said, I played the first one. It was fun. It was nothing incredible. I beat it and called it a day. That's probably... Stray was weird.
Yeah.
So, in a good way. Metroid Prime 4 I knew was coming.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah, it's the end game. I was 100% it's going to be this.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, and it looks so cool because it's it's another first-person shooter. But then I forget that, she's rolling in a ball. Yeah. Doing that. I was that's actually a really... nothing else does that. I like it.
Fucking Mario and Luigi surprised me, but I don't know why it surprised me.
It surprised me, one, because I thought those games were dead, and two...
I mean, they said 9 years, right?
Because it still looked bad. I honestly thought it was a port until they said Brotherhood.
Because I think the thing with it that I'm surprised because there hasn't been one. But I'm also not surprised because if you look back on the past, a year, I mean, Thousand Year Door, Super Mario RPG, Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Those, you look at those, that feels in line with this Mario and Luigi brother.
I guess.
Luigi's Mansion 2.
This one just looks older.
Oh, yeah, I'm probably not going to get it.
Was there anything in this Direct, or was there anything that you were surprised you didn't get?
I don't think so. I didn't really go in with high expectations.
I think mine...
I was pumped for it. I knew they were going to show us some shit we enjoyed.
Yeah.
But I always assume I'm going to see those Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. I'm never, disappointed.
Yeah.
Because it's why would they right now?
I think...
So I'm always wanting that, and when it doesn't happen, I'm not bummed. I just go, okay.
That's me going in with less expectations. I think after getting the fucking Thousand Year Door announcement and the last one, and then getting finally... it's been since 8 that we've gotten a good Mario Party.
Yeah.
Not expecting that at all. I think I'm good. I didn't care that whatever I may have wanted I didn't get.
Dude, yeah, and I think the thing with me is, no hate to Mario. I feel like the last Directs have been, the actual showcases, not the partner ones, have been fucking Mario heavy. Because I said, within the past year and a half, it's been Mario Wonder, Donkey Kong versus Peach, Luigi's Mansion, Super Mario RPG, Thousand Year Door.
Yeah, so it's All Stars, all this.
Yeah,
crap.
so I like that. I also like that they spaced it up. They're we're gonna start off with Mario and Luigi, cool, and then way later they're oh, Super Mario Party. Yeah. It's sweet. I don't need. Yeah. All this extra shit.
I'm glad that we didn't get anything Splatoon. I love the franchise, but I'm kind of done with it. Yeah. I didn't need anything more.
It's one of those things to where you should only get a new one if the other one isn't available to be played.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't want to play Splatoon on the Wii U. Splatoon 2 comes to Switch, cool. Splatoon 3 comes to Switch, I play it and I go, oh, I could have just kept playing 2.
Yeah. 100%.
But yeah, I mean, it was a good Direct.
Yeah, I'm good with
Possibly the last, like I said, full Switch Direct.
And I think that's what it was. Is all I want at this point is I just want to know, just because Nintendo confirmed it and announced that they're making one. Because before that, I didn't give a shit. I'm I don't feel like spending another $300-something bucks. I already regret my OLED purchase. But now that's kind of the games, yeah, it's cool. I still got my own library I'm going through. I'm just really excited to see how they do this new one. Yeah. So I didn't care what was in this Direct. So it was impossible for me to be let down. But God, was I so fucking hyped for it.
Dude, it's just some good games. Because I just wanted shit this year.
Yeah.
Because when we've looked at it, it's we got Luigi's Mansion in 9 days. And then it's fucking Epic Mickey. Not a lot, but this, I mean, this is...
I've rarely had it to where I'm all right, cool. I need to finish this game by this date so that I can then move on to this game.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that, I think, since Wonder.
Yeah.
It's been nonstop.
It's I've been catching up on TV shows because I don't really have... I downloaded some shit on my PlayStation to play, Sly Cooper and shit like that, but...
See, I think, what the Switch was intended to do. I binge TV shows while playing my Switch. I
know
you don't do that.
I like to focus a lot. If it's a show that I don't fully care about, the later seasons...
I'm rewatching The Big Bang Theory, so...
So, yeah, Also, what I'm watching right now, I'm watching, anime... And 90% of what I'm watching, I need sub support. Yeah. So I can't even check my phone.
That's funny.
So but I think it's gonna be a good year.
All right, cool. Super high five.
Did you fart?
That was the phone. That wasn't me.
That one was the phone.
But I did have a lot of gas. But I think I was just super excited.
That might be your crons, dude.
Yeah, my crons. All right.
Hold on.
What?
Let's vamp for 15 seconds.
Why? Do you want to make it an even hour?
Yeah.
You know the episode length is going to be shorter or longer than this.
Why would it be longer? They don't even have more audio.
Well, we have that little intro beginning with the song.
Oh, we do.
It shows off Anthony's artwork. Okay, but it's been an hour!